Glad to have you with us from Ross-Ade Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the Colorado State Rams and the Purdue Boilermakers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with Purdue's head coach before the game. This running back has been unstoppable this season. He is ranked top 5 in the country in rushing yards, and people are starting to mention his name in the Heisman talk. He is really devastating at the line of scrimmage, showing patience running behind blocks, and coach said he belongs in this conversation as long as he keeps his head down and continues to do his job. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Boilermakers will kick off first, and here we go. And this game will start with a kickoff going out of bounds and give this offense tremendous opening field position. They'll give it to Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Fareed. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
And the Rams, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. The sure hands. It's Fareed. Fights off a defender. Runs through a man, and he might have space. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
The Rams will line it up on 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Rams will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. On the move. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Gibson to begin the drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The short hands, it's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Pass pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We've reached a break. Colorado State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Back to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Handoff for Brown. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Rams are flying down the field. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big gain for the offense.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Gives him the big stiff arm. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying the run, it's Gibson. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I love when defenses see pulling guards, because what you're supposed to do is run through immediately. If you're a linebacker, you see a pulling guard, I'm running through that gap. If you're a defensive lineman and that guard pulls in front of you, I run down the line of scrimmage and chase. Great job seeing that puller, making a play, getting a tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
2nd and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26.
Spear! Iron!
From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down and run. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a 1st down. It'll be 4th. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, they're after him. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Complete to the left. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a 1st down.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Just keeps moving. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll set up to throw. Now adjusting. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack. after that sack, they're in a different zip code now. Second and long working here. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Illinois taking on the number 10 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Gophers in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being pumped right now. Dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big Ten.
Purdue will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Making side adjustments here. Handoff for Jarrett. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from a defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
I love that play by the defense there, hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up 4th.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. He gets it past the stick, slides to avoid the hit, and the drive stays alive with a 4th down conversion. And the Boilermakers are marching down the field. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
The Boilermakers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hard running there. There he goes to the right. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown Rams. They take the lead with the 6.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll They'll start on the ground with Jarrett Gibson. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Here's Gibson one more time. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground with the counter. Creates a little space. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, and especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Sends it back in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man out of the backfield. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. The run inside. It's Gibson. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. He now has 84 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. The Boilermakers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that 4th down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the 4th quarter to get me the football back.
Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use a timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Timeout on the field, 2:03 remaining. The defense trying to manipulate that clock and maximize the time with the 2-minute timeout coming up.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you, a huge 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Rams will have it 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Eager to get the football back with as much time remaining as possible. The defense uses a timeout. 1:53 showing on the clock. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. One more time, it's Brown. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the 1st down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that 1st down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.